In 1995, when I landed on Delta Wings in New Mexico for my role at Delta Airlines, it was my introduction to one of the most beautiful destinations that I had ever been in. I believe the tourism industry was really strong. I don't think it was as strong in Albuquerque as it was around the state and in Santa Fe, because it was considered at that time that Albuquerque was sort of the pass-through point to get to destinations around the state.
My first real recollection of where I worked with Jill in the tourism industry was when she was chairman of the Region 5 New Mexico Tourism Department Regional Board.
Well, we were a lot younger back then, and Jill and I and the group were very creative in our approach to what we could do for the region. And Jill really led the way for some out-of-the-box thinking in the marketing world.
I had never seen a regional board so active, so dynamic, so involved and successful at getting travel writers to come and having tours and really getting positive, tangible results from that kind of investment.
She's very high energy, she's always moving, she's always got new ideas.
I think that's what you'll see consistently with Jill over the years, is her ability to bring people together and put together some good initiatives for tourism in New Mexico.
One of the most exciting things that for me in the tourism projects that I've worked on here in New Mexico has been the addition of my partner, Travelin' Jack. Are you excited about being part of this, Jack? Yes, he is. That's his bulldog excitement showing up.
Well, I'm a little jealous of Jack because I knew Jill before Jack. And that's how far back Jill and I go. But Jack was really a nice addition to her life, really a nice addition to tourism in New Mexico.
What a pair. And she's been through a lot with him, and she created that from a pet into a program that speaks for New Mexico and for pet-friendly hotels, how to promote New Mexico in a whole different angle.
In 2009-2010, we did our first travel show called Travel Guide New Mexico. And it didn't make any difference where we went in the state. Wherever we were, Jack and Jill showed up. And they dogged us, pardon the pun. Ultimately, what we did was say, hey, Jill, how about if we create a separate segment in the show for you called Travelin' Jack? And we'll go to pet-friendly places, and we'll let Jack be the one that describes the events that he's going to see or the places that he's going to see on those travels. It became a huge hit and was a great part of our show.
I don't know if you know, speaking of that Jill was very unsuccessful in one of her endeavors. And that was when she was the campaign manager for Jack, who ran for governor for the state of New Mexico. And she didn't get Jack elected.
Travelin' Jack became my partner, and we have forged new paths for New Mexico in bringing attention to what an amazingly pet-friendly state we are. So it's been very fun, it's been very rewarding, and he's a great ambassador dog for the state of New Mexico, if he does bark so himself.
The one thing I've learned from Jill, above and beyond anything else, is perseverance. She just never gives up. Just look what she's done for the Balloon Museum Foundation and the advances that they've made and the notoriety that has come from her involvement with that organization.
Jill has inspired me by her tenacity, her ability to stay focused, to be real, to be down to earth.
Jill thinks out of the box. She doesn't only think out of the box, she acts out of the box. This award she is receiving tonight is extremely well-deserved.
Well, congratulations, Jill. It's a long time. We all knew that you'd be ending up here in the Hall of Fame. I've been saving a seat for you. It's so well-deserved. Welcome to the Hall.
Well, Jill, I am so proud of you for hanging in there this long and finally being honored to the degree you deserve.
You know, there's a saying that talks about you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. And Jill, you've given generously to all of us in New Mexico in the tourism industry, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and I also thank Jack.
Jill, from the bottom of my heart, I want to congratulate you for this great honor that the tourism industry is bestowing on you tonight. I wish I could be there with you to enjoy in the festivities that I'm sure will follow.
Congratulations, tonight is your night. You'll have to share a little of your trophy with Jack, but I'm sure you will. And thank you very much for everything you've done for me personally, for the State of New Mexico Tourism Department, and for all those four-legged friends out there as well.
It's one of the greatest honors of my life. It's been a love and a passion of mine to be part of the New Mexico tourism industry since 1995. And it isn't just a job, it's a project, it's a passion, it's a devotion to letting the world know what a unique place New Mexico is. And this is like the ultimate acknowledgement of my efforts and my projects and my work, and I'm truly honored and thrilled to be inducted into the New Mexico Hall of Fame.